Can you rent out that brand new home you just bought? Many people who buy a new home want to turn their new home into an income-generating property, and I have the answer for you. Before I dive in, I'd like to share with you a quick story. Investor Stan was my first buyer for a brand new community in Summerlin West. He found me on YouTube and he was very interested in this future development of Summerlin West because he knew that he could build equity while his new construction home was being built. He went under contract in February of 2021 and his brand new home was fully developed and built and ready to go by September of 2021. He was an investor, so he wanted to find a renter very quickly. Since he was out of town, he decided to hire a property management company locally to find his tenant. However, this particular property management company was unable to find a tenant pretty quickly. So he came to me to ask if I could help him. Although I am not a licensed property management company, at Las Vegas Sotheby's International Realty, on behalf of our investors, we are able to list an investment property to seek out tenants on the MLS. So I had brand new listing photos retaken by our Sotheby's photographer, and I had relisted on the MLS, and shortly after, I was able to find a qualified tenant that has decided to move forward with a lease agreement. I was able to secure a premium rental at $3,400 per month, which was above the rental comp in that particular area in Summerlin West. Can you rent out that brand new home you just bought as a rental property? The answer is absolutely yes. However, there are a few things that you need to be mindful of when purchasing a new construction home as an investment home. In this video, I'll be breaking it down in 5 categories: restrictions, benefits of a new construction home, builder incentives, cap rate, and property management versus self-management. Number 1, restrictions. As an investor, you need to know which builders and communities allow investors to purchase new construction homes. Did you know there are builders that don't allow investors to purchase a new construction home? Let me share with you that there are 2 builders that stand out when it comes to new construction homes as an investment property. The 2 builders that don't allow investors to purchase new construction homes are Toll Brothers and Tri Pointe Homes. Their intent is to have primary residences move into their new construction home and new construction home communities. They want to keep the integrity of the community and not allow renters to come in. Make sure your buyer's agent checks with each builder and each community to ensure that investors are allowed to purchase their new construction homes. You don't want to go under contract in a new construction community, then realizing after the fact that they don't welcome investors. Then there are builders and communities that only allow a certain percentage of their community to be rented out. For example, Blue Heron's community, Shoreline in Lake Las Vegas, has a rule where only 20% of that community can be purchased by investors. Side note, there are 2 spec homes available in that particular community. One is for $1.4 million and the other for $1.7 million. So if there are any investors watching this video and interested in this particular spec home by Blue Heron at Shoreline, you know what to do. Number 2, benefits of new construction homes. There are so many benefits purchasing a new construction home compared to resale homes coming from an investor's perspective. Let me walk you through these benefits. Building equity. While you're building your brand new construction home, typical build time here in Las Vegas ranges from 6 to 12 months. You're building equity. Every time the builder releases new lots and new homes, they raise their base price. So as time goes on and as the community gets built out, you are building equity. So I highly recommend my investors to go in as soon as that new community is open for sale. Builder warranties. When purchasing a brand new construction home, builders will provide different types of warranties. These warranties vary by builder and by community, but typically speaking, every builder will provide a 1-year full customer service warranty, 2 years of systems and appliances warranty, and 10 years of structural warranty. The 1-year full customer service warranty covers everything from a little scratch on your kitchen counter or cabinet all the way to a malfunction of any of your systems. This is all at the builder's expense. As an investor, this gives you a peace of mind that there are no additional costs up front and out of your pocket when purchasing a new construction home compared to if you were to purchase a resale home, there may be a lot of wear and tear issues. As a renter, it also gives a peace of mind knowing that the builder will cover all the maintenances and the repairs that's needed for this new construction home. I always remind my investors to enroll in the appliances and the systems warranty. Each appliance and system come with extended warranty or additional warranty through the manufacturer. Let me give you an example. Let's say your tankless water system by Rinnai, it's a Japanese company, by the way. If you wanted additional warranty, you could go to their manufacturer website and register your tankless water system so you could get an extended warranty of up to 5 years at no additional cost. Just make sure you do it within 90 days of closing your home. Now on the flip side, let me share with you a few negatives when purchasing a new construction home as an investor. There are additional items and costs that you need to bear in mind when purchasing a new construction home. For starters, the backyard is unfinished. Whether you want to spend a few $1,000s all the way to $100,000, you will need to finish your backyard. And every HOA has different rules and regulation, but usually within 6 months or a year after closing, you need to finish your backyard. On top of the backyard, there are items that don't come with the brand new construction home. These items are light fixtures and window coverings. Budget on those could vary, but just keep in mind that those items are something that you need to allocate your budget for when purchasing a new construction home as an investor. Number 3, new system and appliances. All new homes come with the latest and greatest technology when it comes to systems and appliances that are very energy efficient and that will give you lower utility bills. These systems and appliances include the HVAC, tankless water system, washer and dryer, refrigerator, stove, dishwasher, microwave, and more. There are so many renters seeking new construction homes because they want to take advantage of the benefits of these new appliances and systems. Many of these systems and appliances are now smart, so you could actually control them through your phone. More and more new homes come with electrical vehicle charging systems in the garage. So if you're like me that drive an electric car, wouldn't you want to rent a home that already comes with an EV charger in the garage? Wouldn't that make your life much more convenient? Investors need to be mindful of these advanced technologies and systems and really think about what would attract these renters when deciding to rent a new construction home. By the way, if we haven't met yet, konnichiwa. My name is Kaori Nagao, your global real estate advisor helping you find your new home. Whether you're buying or selling in Las Vegas and Henderson or anywhere in the world, I'll be more than happy to help you. I have Sotheby's referral partners all over the globe. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and let's keep going. Number 4, builder incentives. Make sure you ask about builder incentives when purchasing a new construction home as an investor. Every builder has varying incentives and offers to make a sale. Some builders do not offer incentives for investors and just for primary residences. Other builders offer the same incentives whether you're an investor or a primary residence, and builders offering anywhere from 2 to 6% towards closing costs and interest buy down to ensure that your monthly payment is manageable. Pro tip, make sure your buyer's agent asks about the earnest money deposit and if that is negotiable for investors. Did you know that earnest money deposit is negotiable with new construction home builders? Let me give you some examples. The earnest money deposit is usually higher when it comes to investors, and that amount varies by builder, but what I have seen is for investors, that earnest money deposit amount is usually double of what that earnest money deposit is for primary residents. If the earnest money deposit was anywhere from 5 to 10K for a primary residence, the earnest money deposit for an investor is $10,000 to $20,000. Most recently, I negotiated a lower earnest money deposit for an investor where this particular builder was asking for $40,000 in earnest money deposit. I was able to get that cut in half to $20,000. Number 5, cap rates. As an investor, it all comes down to the numbers and the cap rate. So let's do a deep dive on what a cap rate is and what that means for you as an investor. Let's take a look at this website together. What is a cap rate and why is it important for an investment property? Cap rate, also known as capitalization rate, is a rate of return on a real estate investment. While cap rate does not consider the impact of mortgage financing, a general rule of thumb is whether the cap rate is above or below the interest rate. If the cap rate is greater than the interest rate, you'll generally come out ahead. If the cap rate is lower than the interest rate, you'll be relying on the appreciation for your return, making it a riskier speculative investment. And this is how to calculate a cap rate on a rental property. The cap rate is equal to net operating income divided by the purchase price. This gives you an example of a cash flow analysis for a home and a purchase of a $340,000 home. Let's take a look at this together. Let's say your home costed $340,000. You do a 25% down payment, and so you see the breakdown of the loan here. Projected gross rental revenue is $54,630. There's also additional expenses when you have a new construction home, and that includes possibly a property management fee, in this case, 31% of $54,630, HOA fees, property taxes, utilities, and vacation rental insurance. Now, again, the rule of thumb, and this is just high level speaking, is if your cap rate is more than the interest rate, it's a good investment. And if it's under the interest rate, it's a much more riskier investment. Now, unfortunately, right now with our current market conditions, we are experiencing interest rate at a higher percentage of 7% or more. In this particular scenario, it would be a more riskier investment where you are betting as an investor on the appreciation of the house. So let's talk about that a little bit more. Appreciation of the home. When a lot of my investor clients reach out to me, they will ask me, Kaori, which neighborhood do you like when it comes to investment and the appreciation of that particular neighborhood? My answer is Summerlin West. And here's why. Summerlin West has a lot of future development growth for the next 10 to 20 years. We've already seen a lot of communities come out, all north of the Far Hill exit of the 215 freeway, and there'll be continuous growth in the next 10 to 20 years. Summerlin West will be developing a urban core, a retail shopping center. There's talks about a potential casino and a hotel. There's going to be a grand park. It's almost like a central park in New York where we're going to have a huge park in the center of the community for all those surrounding neighborhoods. And there's going to be construction that's going to be going on all the way to the edge of the Red Rock Canyon National Conservation Area. With all that future development going on in that particular master plan community, I personally like looking at Summerlin West, and I make sure all of my investors checks out all my videos on Summerlin West and why I think it's a great investment to park your money there and rely on the appreciation of the value of the home. Now it's time for a pop quiz. I want to make sure you've been paying attention to my video. Which of the following is not a pro when purchasing a new construction home as an investment? A. Builder's warranty. B. New appliances. C. Unfinished backyard. D. New systems. Comment below, and the first person to get the answer correct will get a shout out on my next YouTube Shorts. Number 6, hiring a property management company or self-managing your new rental. There are two options when it comes to managing your new construction home. Do you want to hire a professional property management company that would take care of everything? Or do you want to self-manage? Let's talk about the differences and see which one would be a better fit for you. Hiring a professional property management company means that they will take over everything from listing your property online, marketing it, finding a qualified tenant, communicating and responding to tenants' needs, and collecting the monthly payment. This is highly recommended for an investor that don't have the time or patience to manage their investment property. Maybe you're an investor with multiple properties. The fee to hire a property management company varies, but I've seen anywhere from 7 to 10% here in Las Vegas and Henderson. I do want to make a note and let you know that at Las Vegas Sotheby's International Realty, we do have a dedicated property management team here on site that can help you manage your property. They charge a 10% property management fee. If you're interested in learning more, make sure you comment below and I'll be more than happy to share with you the one sheet. Now let's talk about self-managing. Self-managing means that you'll be responsible for all aspects when it comes to the tenant, from finding the tenant, from marketing, to collecting the monthly payment, and answering any issues your tenant needs, whether it's immediate or not. Self-managing may work for an investor that has 1 or 2 properties. They may choose to find their renter through a free website like Zillow or choose to work with me. I am not a licensed property manager, but I could help all my investors list their rental property on our MLS to find and market for a qualified tenant. I will take professional photos of the listing like I would do for a for sale listing, and I will go through the process to find that qualified renter and do an intensive credit check, employment check, eviction check, and all background check necessary for my investor. Once the renter is identified, at that point, I will introduce that renter to my landlord, my investor, and they will communicate directly moving forward. The fee for my service to find a qualified tenant and to market the rental listing is a flat fee of whatever that 1 month rent fee looks like. So just to give you an example, if my investor decides to rent his property for $3,000 a month and decides to work with me, after I find the qualified tenant, I will invoice him for $3,000 for my services. I work with a lot of investors, and it's really a 50-50 whether they decide to hire a professional property management company or if they choose to work with me. There's more upside if you were to self-manage, but at the same time, do you have the time and the patience to respond to all the tenants' requests? The good news about purchasing a new construction home is that you don't have to worry about the repairs and the maintenance when it comes to the home itself, because the builder will cover for it 100%. And there you have it. The answer to whether you could rent out your brand new home as an investment is yes. With the right knowledge and strategy, you could turn your brand new home into a lucrative income-generating property. For more videos about new construction home, and if you're thinking about purchasing new construction anywhere in the world, make sure you check out any of the videos surrounding me. If you're new to my channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're made aware of my weekly content. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you on the next one.